Hmm. Exercise 3. Complete the sentences with your own ideas and tell a partner. Number 1. I was scared because the lights had gone out. I was scared because
Light had been out.
that's the sentence there, but your ideas.
Good evening, sir.
Hello, Priya. The sentence could have been better, beta. Say this in Hindi. मुझे डर लग रहा था. I was scared because I was scared can be translated in two ways. मुझे डर लग रहा था और मैं डरा हुआ था. Okay, depending on what will follow, you can use both Hindi fine. Pretty much. No problems. I was scared. I was scared because I hadn't done my homework and the teacher was in a very bad mood. Right. I was scared because I could hear some strange noises coming from downstairs. Footsteps coming upstairs. Yes,
Good evening,
Ankush.
sir.
Hello, good evening, Anshu. I was scared because I'd seen a horrible dream. Okay, lovely. Okay, okay. Any other person? I was scared because
I was scared because I had talked with my director, so that's why.
okay, just a second, Renu. Maybe I need to turn up the volume a little bit. Uh, yes, what did you say?
Sir, I was scared because I had talked with my director yesterday, that's why.
I was scared because I had talked to my director.
Yeah, sir, college director, because no one can have that kind of courage to go his office and talk directly to him. That's why, sir.
Now, I think right now the problem is not just English. My goodness, these two.
Sir.
She's smart enough, she'll figure out. She doesn't have to discuss it with you. Let me tell you something. I think you've been there for 6, 7 months with me, 5, 6 months, and not one day I had to complain about you talking in the class. Not one day. Yesterday was her first day here. She sat with Iksha, and I had to interrupt. Hey, stop, stop. Today is the second day, and they are going. So there is some previous birth life connection between you two, or what? You guys are very fond of each other suddenly. They just met and hit it off. They just met and hit it off. Yesterday they met despite the age gap. She's in class 7, she is in graduation, right? You're in graduation. Yeah, despite the age gap, they just met yesterday and hit it off. Hit it. It means suddenly they became very fond of each other. They got on very well together. They developed a very good connection, hit it off. They just met and hit it off. English language is very idiomatic. When somebody talks at an advanced level, I try to talk to you at a basic level because my job here is to teach you, right? But when people talk freely, and those who are fluent in English, and those who are at the advanced level, C1, C2 level, or higher, they use a lot of idiomatic expressions. There is nothing called C3 level. That you have to create that level. That level doesn't exist. C1, C2 is a language efficiency, proficiency level. And C2 level means very fluent, you know. It is the highest level. If we can. Hello, sir ji. Just give me a second, sir. I'm sharing the link. Thank you for calling because I'm a very forgetful person. I really, really apologize for this. Okay, give me a second, sir. Yeah, just a second. Sir, are you on Telegram as well? Achha, never mind, sir. I'm just sharing it. Just sharing it on WhatsApp. Give me just a second. Stay on speaker here. And I started the whole conversation without realizing there was a new student to come to class. She was waiting, waiting, waiting. It's 6:45 instead of 6:30. Unnecessary. I just forgot. I started the class and I forgot to send her the link. Yeah. Okay. I was scared. Ankush, what was your example, beta? Okay, yes. What were we talking about? I just said, told you that real English is very idiomatic. Okay, but you don't have to learn that right away, right now. It's like, learning Muhavredar Bhasha at the beginning. Calculus is not taught to the, elementary school students. Elementary school, matlab beta, primary school. Okay, elementary school means primary school. So, calculus is not taught to those. Calculus is part of maths, but when you reach the higher level. Similarly, idiomatic expressions are taught later. When you are a student of high school, 7, 8, 9, mostly you are supposed to answer, especially in India, you are supposed to answer your questions using plain English. Yes, in literature, when you're writing in English, essays, paragraphs, or answering questions about poems and stories, dramas in your syllabus book, you're supposed to use better English, more figurative and stuff, But normally, when you are doing your question science and history and arts and stuff, you're supposed to use plain English. So no need to worry about it. But yes, real English is very idiomatic. What we are doing right now is we are becoming familiar with the most basic ideas of English. We are not doing something great or anything like that. We are creating a very basic understanding of English. I should not reveal the name, so I won't. Somebody came today looking for a job for a science teacher. When I asked what friction is, he knew, but his language skill. When we rubbing, he said 2-3 times. When we rubbing two surfaces, when we rubbing two. I said, listen, in my school, there are lots of children who will kind of smile if you say when we rubbing. Either say when we are rubbing or say when we rub, right? Language plays a big role in making the right impression. Even though you know you have the knowledge, but you will not be able to express that knowledge unless you are comfortable with this language. Sukriti. Sukriti, turn your camera on, beta.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening. Sukriti, beta, turn your camera on.
Wait for a second, sir.
Yes. You sit here. Okay, fine. I was scared because I'd made a blunder and I was worried my mother was going to find out. I was scared because I'd made a blunder and my mother was going to find out. I was nervous my mother was going to find out. I was jealous because
Because my friend had a bike, but I didn't.
because she was talking to someone else. Positive sentences, no any. Yesterday I gave you this lesson. And you made the same mistake again. She was talking to anyone else. No, she was talking to someone else. I was jealous because she was talking to someone else.
I was jealous because my niece had got all the chocolates.
Come on, Priya. You want us to really. Hey, Sukriti, how are you doing?
Fine, sir.
Yeah. All right. You are on your laptop?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's better. Well, so what class are you studying in right now, Sukriti?
In 8th class.
You are still in class 8.
Not in a still.
Right now?
8th class.
And when you first joined me, you were in class 3, I guess, right? In class 3rd.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
All right, all right. Oh, I was expecting that. I was thinking, that you would be even older. Perhaps I confused you. Yeah, your brother was even younger, right? Hmm,
21.
right. Where are you studying, Sukriti?
In Nalanda Heritage.
In Nanda Heritage. Got it. It's a good school, I've heard. I was jealous because she was talking to my best friend, not to me. Okay. Okay. 3. I was nervous because I didn't have the ticket. I hadn't bought the ticket. I hadn't bought the ticket. I didn't have the ticket. Understand? Didn't have the ticket is fine, but hadn't bought the ticket because buying is an action that took place before this moment. So I was nervous because I hadn't bought the ticket. I hope you understand, everyone. And having is a state, not an action. So I was nervous because I didn't have the ticket. 2 different tenses were used because of different verbs. I was nervous because I had never flown before. I was nervous because I had never flown before. It means I had never traveled by aeroplane. I was upset because she dumped me. Okay. Or she had dumped me, huh? I was upset because she had dumped me. Had sounds better here? I was okay. Other people. I was upset because I hadn't done as well as I had thought I would do. I hadn't done as well as I had thought I would. Yes. Go on, people.
I
I
was
hope everybody
upset
has done
because
this.
I didn't have a job.
I was upset because I didn't have a job. Okay. I don't know. If catch the feeling of upset. I mean, in a certain situation, you can justify that word, but upset means emotionally, like crying and all that. Okay. Upset. Like that type, upset. Okay. Uh, So upset. You don't have a job. It might make you stressed. Depends. You can be upset as well, but normally you will be more stressed, worried, not so upset.
I was upset because my mom scolded me.
You were upset because your mom had scolded you.
Yeah.
That can be a good reason to be upset. Yeah. I was upset because my mom had scolded me. Good. Sukriti.
I was upset because I missed very I missed something important in my class.
Uh, you were upset about it. Okay. Fine. Normally, upset word has to do with emotional things, like Dadi ji passes away, you feel upset.
Oh,
So, but you can be upset. You can be upset. Yeah.
yeah, actually, we can use upset
Guys,
because
guys, guys,
sometimes
I have to tell you, a lot of people do not understand. Upset is a stronger than sad. Stronger than sad. You can be sad and you can be upset. Very, very, very sad, upset. Okay, like that. Okay, Dolly, done. Upset. Yes. Sukriti,
Yes, sir.
I was upset because your ideas.
But I was upset because my papa uh, hadn't given me money to buy new Apple iPhone.
Very good.
Yeah.
Hello. नमस्कार सर. जी जी बिल्कुल सर, कैसे हैं आप? बढ़िया. क्लास में ही है. क्लास में ही है अभी, लगता है वो अभी आया नहीं है. जी. रणवीर सिन्हा. जी. नाना जी. Okay, people.
I was
So,
upset because my team had lost by a small margin.
oh yeah. अलेक्जेंडर, द वे यू सेड दिस, मैं यहाँ पर नुआंसेस क्लियर करना चाहता हूँ आप लोगों को. आप जो सोचते हो और जो बोलते हो, दोनों में कई बार फर्क होता है. वो मेरा काम है बताना. मुझे पता है, अभी यू आर फ्रॉम माई प्लेस, सो आई नो व्हाट यू आर ट्राइंग टू से. इनका कहने का मतलब है कि अरे यार, इतनी सा से हार गए, जीत जाते, राइट? लेकिन उन्हें कह क्या दिया? I was upset because my team had lost by a small margin. It means you wanted your team to lose by a big margin. You wanted your team to lose by a big margin. I was upset because my team had lost by a small margin. You could have said it in a better way. I was upset because my team had lost from a winning position. Now see, okay? They played really well, but they couldn't win. They came very close and yet could not cross the line. See? How do you use these words, When you are familiar with them, you keep listening to them, then they become part of your active vocabulary. Alexander, now compare what you said and what I'm saying. These things convey that emotion better or not, what emotion you had. I was upset because my team gave a good fight and yet ended up on a
Losing side.
losing side. Yeah.
I was upset.
I was upset
uh,
because they played really well, but they could not cross the line.
Sir, I was upset because my number had been blocked.
Yeah, बात कर ली. बात कर ली. This much. Is he coming to see you? Okay. Is everything okay? Just 2 minute conversation. Not even 2 minutes. Yes, Shubhankar.
Yeah, I was upset because my number had been blocked.
No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I will not take this. Who will say this sentence this way? I was upset because my number had been blocked. He would say, I was upset because she blocked my number. She had blocked my number. So, yes,
I was
accepted that.
I
Yes,
was
Priya.
upset because I had to move to another city and leave left my all friends.
Yeah, yeah. You had to move to another city and leave your friends behind.
Yeah.
Leave your friends behind. Yeah. But you were
I
upset
was
because niece got all the chocolate, no?
Mhm. Yeah, I was not upset. I was just a bit sad. But yeah.
Okay. I was just a bit cross. I was just a bit cross.
Um,
Okay.
yes.
A bit cross. Okay. उसका मिल
This
गया सर मेरे को नहीं मिला. A bit cross. 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 नहीं बात करना भागो. Okay.
I was upset because after studying 3 hours hardly, Papa didn't allow me to go outside to play.
Ah, ha, ha, ha. Okay, but hardly that was the wrong choice. After studying for 3 hours very hard, after studying very hard for 3 hours, after studying very hard for 3 hours, my papa didn't allow me to go out to play. I was upset because despite having studied for 3 hours very, very hard, my father didn't allow me to go out to play. You had all the reasons to feel upset, Adib. Yeah. And Adib is a young boy. Again, upset is there isn't aggression there. When there is aggression there, you're cross, you're angry, you're annoyed. Aggression, you understand? ऐसा कैसे हो गया? मारेंगे? नहीं होना चाहिए. Aggression. Then you're cross, you're angry, you're annoyed, you are. What is that word? I love that word. I just said that word maybe a few minutes ago, and again I'm forgetting it. When somebody treats you badly, the feeling you have, feeling you get when you somebody treated badly, treated. Now, yeah, treated badly, feelings you have. I have the word at the tip of my tongue, and I'm still not getting it. What is that word?
Have a go.
There is a song for this. There is R there. Resentment. So you feel resented. You feel resented. Yeah. Agreed. Resented. I was thinking of the word resentment. There is a song. Resentment is there. Okay. Yes. You don't like that person. You want to harm them. You want to take revenge. You want to, feelings. Adjectives you have to understand. There is no point in translating. Okay. But there are very few adjectives which can be translated with a word which actually catches exactly the same emotion. Now, I was upset. Done. Next. Sukriti is studying in Nalanda Heritage. How long have you been going there, beta?
1 year.
1 year.
1 year. And your brother too?
Yes, sir.
You are in class 8 now.
Yes.
What subjects are you enjoying studying there?
Maths.
Maths. Have you always liked maths?
No.
Then which teacher would you credit or would you, give credit to for your interest in maths now?
Rawat, sir.
Rawat sir. Is he from that school?
No.
Okay. Tell me more a little bit about Rawat sir, where you met him and how he made you fascinated or interested in maths. The story
Sorry,
of Sukriti getting interested in maths. Change of heart. Yeah, go on.
sorry, sir. He is from Nalanda Heritage, but not from Nalanda.
Mm-hmm.
He is from West Bengal.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah, if the story could go like this, I always found English maths very difficult or boring or very puzzling, until I met Rawat sir. I was in class 7, I was in class 8, and I met Rawat sir. And he changed my opinion about maths. The things I used to find very hard, very difficult, suddenly started to appear easy. Or, this is one version of the story. Probably things did not go this way. Probably things went this way, the other version.
चश्मा लगाते थे.
Okay. But that's not the relevant information here, that he wore glasses. When I said change of heart, how you started liking maths from not liking maths. My story is very similar to many people's story. Children who don't like maths. I never liked maths. I always wanted to avoid maths. And then I went to this school and there was this teacher, Rawat sir. I didn't like him because, again, I didn't like maths. But that teacher would not let me be. He would always ask me the question. Get up, answer this question. Get up, answer that question. I hated being in his class. But I don't know. Slowly and slowly, I realized I was changing actually. See, it's a different version, right? So what actually happened with you? What is your version of story? How did you develop this interest in maths? Do you have a story?
No.
Yes, you do. You're just not comfortable telling me in English, so you're saying no.
No, sir. I have not any story about this.
Means, what do you mean? Before you joined this new school, you were bad at maths?
No.
But you said that. Now you're changing your facts. Didn't
I
we
am
ask?
interested in math, not.
I asked you, have you always liked maths? Didn't I ask? Have you always been interested in maths? You said no. I said, then who changed who made you interested? Then you said Rawat sir. Now it is different information. Now you're saying You like maths before you went to this new school as well. So this is complete contradiction. You are contradicting your facts. You need to find a Rawat sir for English. No, because Sukriti,
Yes, sir.
Okay, how do you rate yourself in English?
8 out of 10.
You rate yourself 8 out of 10 in English. That's pretty high rating. And still you're saying you contradicted your information. You're saying there isn't a story. You seem to be very fond of Rawat sir. There must be something that you would like to tell us about what you like about him, how he teaches and things like those, Come on. Okay, Sukriti, I can understand.
He
This is
he gave ge- he gave great explanation.
uh-huh, uh-huh. Can you talk about something that you found very easy after he explained any one topic for an example? As an example?
He explained many topics that I clearly understand. Such as
Mm-hmm. And for example,
just like in math, there is a topic down and upstream. Before I read, I didn't understand, but after he explained, I understand.
downstairs and upstairs movement.
A stream, downstream and
Downstairs.
upstream.
Oh, a boat is going at this speed downstream and up this speed upstream. Right. This kind of question.
Yes, sir.
I see. Yeah. Lovely. I love arithmetic so much, When I was at school, I loved arithmetic. I never thought that I would someday teach English. I was always good at math mainly. Okay, math was my favorite subject. Geometry was easy. I loved geometry. The only challenge I faced in maths was when I got in class 10th and there was advanced maths for the first time. And there we had cos theta, sine theta, and somehow that was like,
Trigonometry.
I had no idea of where I was when we discussed prove this is equal to 1. If this is equal to 1, what is the value of this? It was so strange because what they would give in this condition value in the question, those terms won't be available, won't be present. भाई दिया उसने cos theta is equal to 1 और पूछा cot theta or tan theta और पकला ये चिलना, it was so funny and crazy. Didn't enjoy studying that particular part in class 9, 10, 10. Other than that, maths was always easy. Whether you talk about data interpretation, that's also part of maths now. Sankhiki, we used to call it. Statistics. Very easy for me. I remember maths was like, the easiest thing to do. Other people struggle, not for me.
Do you remember how many score did you, how many score did you?
What was your score? I always flunked at exams. There is a reason for this. I was a topper in class and I never could repeat my performances in the exam. And I can explain why, which is why I tell my students, my daughter, the same thing. Ask any of my teachers, past teachers. Shailendra sir, who taught me physics. Ajay sir, who taught me chemistry. Mithilesh sir, who taught me maths in +2. They will all tell you when there was an exam test in our class, I was always number one. So I was number one so often that Sir Ajay sir stopped giving a pen. His rule was that whoever gets number one receives a Reynolds pen from him. Now, if he conducted 15, 16 tests, I was number one in all of them. So why would I get the pen again and again? He stopped giving me the pen after 3, 4 times. And I felt bad about it. Why? Okay. Before that, like up to class 10th, nothing. Maths was nothing for me, no challenge at all. I was always ready to answer questions in the class. I always sat there with my answers ready. It was another thing that I didn't have the courage to speak, but I never revised my lessons. And that's why I remember when I was sitting there for maths exam, probably for class 10th or 12th, I looked at the question. I said 100 out of 100, just after looking at the question. Okay. I said to my friends, yeah, 100 out of 100. I know everything. And I don't know what happened. I started solving and midway, what should I do next? Because I had done them all and they were all very easy for me, but I never revised them. So I was one of those people, one of those students who would do great in the exam, in the class, because class is like, temporary memory. Teacher has taught you something, he will ask you it within 15 days, within 20 days. After the chapter is over, there will be a chapter test, right? Fresh temporary memory, it was there. But then the exam is 2 years after that, 6 months after that, 1 year after that. For 1 year to keep something in your mind, you have to revise it. I didn't. I hated revision. It was boring. I guess you guys can relate to what I'm saying. Revision is boring, isn't it? Most people find revision boring. They don't like revising. And that's why they don't get good marks. It's not that they are not intelligent. Some high IQ people don't get good marks in the exam, but do fine. And that's the reason why a lot of people say marks don't matter. A lot of people, successful people also say marks don't matter. Because marks tell you what you did in that moment in the exam. Okay. But overall, who you are as a person, how you approach, how do I look at myself as a person now? Ask me to do anything new. At first, I'll struggle maybe. I'll do it a few times and I will develop my own ways. I will find my own insights about how to do it without asking other people. I'll develop my own understanding of it. And I really like it. Like 1 year, I taught as a school teacher for the first time in my life. I am completely a different person today sitting here as a teacher of school than when I started last year. In 1 year, I've learned so many things from my experiences. So many things I'm doing differently than what I did last year. I can't be the same person. So I often say this to my family, that whatever I would do, I would have done better than other people, because I'm teaching English. Again, a Hindi medium student teaching English, right? Okay. I was disappointed because everybody scolded me. Has कहां सा जगह was में? Present past की शादी करा रहे हो. I was disappointed because everyone had forgotten me. Everyone had, not has. I was disappointed. I am disappointed because everybody has forgotten me. I was disappointed. तो पीछे कुछ हुआ था ना? Everyone had forgotten me. Why are you making that expression? I was disappointed because, then well done. That's great. I was disappointed because everyone had forgotten her.
I was disappointed because I had failed the exam, language test.
Oh. Next.
I was disappointed. I studied hard, but I didn't get good marks.
Very good. I was disappointed because I had studied hard, but I didn't get good marks. Yeah. Go on.
I was disappointed because I had expected something from the wrong person.
Oh, Simran. Every Raj is not that Raj. You understand?
Sir, it's not about Raj.
Oh, sorry. सिमरन की स्टोरी राज के साथ ही चलती है ना, राज एंड सिमरन, राइट? ओके. Okay, so Simran was disappointed because she had expected something from the wrong person. Okay. Anybody else was disappointed? I was proud, number 6, because
I had got the highest marks in the class.
ये वाला sentence है ना, I had got, ये got actual has a meaning. Okay, it's a content word here. I had got the highest marks. I was proud because I had got means I had secured, okay, the highest marks. This got is very good. I had got. You cannot drop this got. You must use it. The sentence will be incomplete without got. But I have got is different. I've got a sister. Here, got has no literal meaning, lexical meaning. I have got a sister means I have a sister. Everybody, please understand, because I know you guys can confuse this. I've got a sister means I have a sister. That's it. I've got a house. It means I have a house. Have you got 10 rupees? It means, do you have 10 rupees? Have you
I
got 10
have got
rupees?
2 brothers.
Yes, Adib has got 2 brothers. Okay, so this got is not here for its lexical meaning. got का कोई lexical meaning नहीं है कि भाई इसके वजह से ये meaning आ रहा है. No, you can drop it totally, and the sentence is fine. I have 2 brothers. But I had got the highest marks. You can't drop that got. The sentences look very similar, don't they? I have got, I had got. Some people think it is the past of this. No, there is no connection. What is the past of I've got a bike? What is the past of I've got a bike?
I had a bike.
Perfect, Renu. Well done. The past of I've got a bike is I had a bike. That's it. You're not supposed to say I had got a bike. The past of I've got a bike is I had a bike. Got is not used in this way in the past for possession. Got is used for its lexical meaning, like I had got the highest marks. It means I had received, I had secured, I had obtained the highest marks. Got it?
I was proud because I was the captain of my team.
Very nice, Sukriti. Which team?
In my kabaddi team.
So you're playing kabaddi now?
No, sir, in few months later.
But when I said you're playing kabaddi now, didn't mean that now means अब कबड्डी भी खेलने लगी. यही था इसका मतलब. क्या हुआ यहाँ पर इस कॉन्टेक्स्ट में क्या था इसका मतलब? तो आप कबड्डी भी खेलती हैं. ये था इसका मतलब. Now you're playing kabaddi now. Wow. And you know why, where I'm coming from? She told me that she's going to a new school, and it is a big school, guys. Nanda Heritage is a very big school. It is right on the highway on the way to Rajgir. Am I right, Sukriti?
Yes, sir.
It has a big building, and next to it, there is a big playground. Am I right, Sukriti?
Yes, sir.
So she's in the kabaddi team. So you're a raider or defender or an all-rounder?
Defender.
Did you ever play? Oh, यहाँ पर मैं हैट से भी जा सकता था. Had you ever played kabaddi before you joined this school?
No, sir.
So मैं तो एकदम सही था जो मैंने पूछा था. So you're playing kabaddi now. लेकिन not having the sense of English can make you misinterpret what is said. मैंने आपको कभी कहा था कि when I'm talking to someone in English, text chatting, and if that person doesn't understand in English, तो मेरा कचड़ा हो जाता है. And if that person understands English, it's so much fun. I enjoy interacting in English better than interacting in Hindi. Personally, I'm talking about myself. I'm a Bihar Sharif guy. Have been here all my life. So what is my Hindi? Just like everybody else's. But my English is not like everybody else's. I am more expressive in English. And that's why I enjoy more interacting in English, especially with someone who knows English, right? And when there are people who kind of pretend, or those who do not know English, and if I am talking to them in English, even if I'm trying to help them with my, English, it's a bit difficult because a lot of times they don't exactly know what I'm saying. What did you say, Sukriti? You're an all-rounder.
No, sir, I am defender.
A defender. I'm defender. No, I'm a defender. I'm a defender. What is the
Okay.
difference? Class 8, and I'm defender. Why? Why? The reason is very, very ugly. The reason is very, very ugly. No matter how big a school it is Nanda Heritage or this or that, the teachers of English, most probably, I'm not saying always, most probably will not speak English even at the intermediate level. Their English is at an elementary level, communication skill, of teachers, not the students. And unfortunately, when your source is at the elementary level, you're not going to go beyond that. So I am defender, I am doctor, I am engineer. These things are actually the result of poor listening, poor exposure. Majority, okay, tell me in Hindi, हम डिफेंडर हैं, साउंड करता है ना सही हिंदी में? कौन बोलेगा हम एक डिफेंडर है? क्या एक बोलेगा भाई? एब्सोल्युटली फाइन, हम डिफेंडर हैं. आयत बोलेगी हम लड़की हैं, आप फालतू बोल रहे हैं, हमको ऐसे बोल रहे हैं, ऐसे लड़का थोड़ी हम लड़की हैं. तो हम लड़की हैं, बट आप नहीं बोल पाएंगे हम गर्ल इंग्लिश में. दैट साउंड्स odd to anybody, everybody and anybody and everybody who speaks English. I'm girl, what do you mean? I'm a girl. You can't say it without a. I'm a defender, right? अभी इसका रूल क्या हुआ बेटा सुकृति? इसका एक मैंने आप लोगों को कराया हुआ होगा, पहले भी कराया होगा, आज एक बार और करा देता हूँ. इंग्लिश फॉर लड़का,
A boy.
इंग्लिश फॉर कुर्सी,
A chair.
अच्छे. इंग्लिश फॉर पंखा,
A
अ
fan.
फैन. आप खाली नाउन मत बोला कर, इससे आपको वो आदत खराब हो जाती है. और ये तो वोकैबुलरी के मामले में. अगेन, इफ यू हैव अ टीचर and if the teacher says all the time the right way, you will get used to it within a couple of years. How long normally do students spend with me? 2 years? The maximum I have spent with somebody in my entire life, other than my daughter, is 2-3 years. And some very slow people spend 4 years with me because I allow them to. They're so slow that I have to be sympathetic to them. I allow them to be with me. Okay, 4 years. Normally 2 years, 3 years maximum. And they get used to using a correctly because I always do it. I take a lot of pride in getting these things right. When you are from a Hindi speaking background, language background, it's very difficult to get these things right because Hindi and English are so different when it comes to articles, a, an, and the. So, the kind of person you're listening to, the kind of exposure you have will determine how you speak. I was proud because Sukriti was proud because she was the captain of her team. Did you lead your team to the victory, Sukriti?
Yes, sir, in quarter final.
Oh, that's a great success. That's a great success. Reaching the quarterfinal is a great success. Top 8. Now, 9.13. Listen and compare, everyone. I'm going to play 9.13. You guys will listen and compare. You have written your sentences, and if you have any doubts, confusions, you can share with me. 9.13.
9.13. How did you feel? 1,
I was scared because the lights had gone out.
Faint-hearted. Faint-hearted means kamzor dil ka, strong heart. Kamzor dil ka, right? Faint-hearted, right? Do you also get scared when the lights go out? I used to when I was very young. Yeah, really? Man, why are you quiet? Accept it proudly that I am faint-hearted. I get scared when the lights go out. Nah. Why would he get scared? There isn't anything like that. I mean, so what? If lights go out, does it mean that suddenly a ghost appears in the room? Nothing like that, right? Oh, he's only one.
He's not scared.
He's smiling. If he was alone,
He was alone.
he would start screaming.
Papa sometimes do a light off. Putting lights off is not.
Suddenly the lights go out, then maybe you get a little scared. Yes, you're right. The ghost will defeat Bajrangbali. Hi. क्या नाम है वो लॉ का? क्या नाम है उस लॉ का यार, जो भगवान के खिलाफ बोलने पे लग जाता है? ब्लास्फेमी लॉ लगा दूंगा तुम पे. This called a blasphemy, okay? You blasphemous person. भगवान जी को हनुमान जी को घोस्ट हरा देगा? You idiot. Did you learn the word? What is the word called? Blasphemy. Someday they could ask you this question, this in an exam as well. Blasphemy means saying disrespectful things about God. Okay, that is called blasphemy. Okay, and the person is called blasphemous. Adjective. Blasphemous person. First of all, blasphemy is a word which means disrespecting God. Okay, which should be punishable. And now there are some countries where there is a law that if you say anything against about God, then you will be punished. Okay? There was this law in the all over the world. There was a time this law existed all over the world, everywhere. If you had said, let's say 1,000 years ago, 1,500 years ago, 2,000 years ago, if you had said anything against God anywhere, even though they believe in different gods, any gods, if you had said bad about any gods that people in that area believed in, okay, they would have punished you. They wouldn't need any law like that. Okay. But then slowly, people started saying, Bhagwan ji, dekh liho tu apan kham apne. And they stopped, punishing people who said bad things about God. So nowadays, blasphemy law is only in a few countries where you can be in trouble for saying something against God. Otherwise, most countries have now given people freedom. Okay, you can say what you want to say. They don't have blasphemy law. Screaming. All right. So the first one was, I was scared because the lights had gone out. You can think about this. Why majority of the world decided to get rid of blasphemy law? You can think about it. Food for thought. Food for thought. Why did majority of the world decide to get rid of blasphemy law. All the countries which are considered modern and developed do not have blasphemy law. Australia, England, America, Germany, Switzerland. Tell me some names where people are living high quality life.
Japan.
France, Japan. Even in India, we don't have blasphemy law. We have a different kind of law here. Do not hurt other people's sentiments. Do not create a situation which can create a problem in society, fights and violence. And that is a different thing. They say, आदमी को बुरा मत फील कराओ, because तुम्हारे बोलने से आदमी को बुरा लग रहा है. God को बुरा लग रहा है, टेंशन नहीं है. So in India, we don't have blasphemy law, but we have something which restricts people from saying disrespectful things towards God, because it can hurt other people's sentiments. If you kind of criticize your own religion, still people will bring this, that maybe there are people who are feeling bad because of your comments, and you can be in jail, but not because of blasphemy law. You are creating restlessness in society, chaos in society. जब वो जेल में डालना चाह लेते हैं तो बहाना बना लेते हैं कुछ भी का. That's a big different thing. Okay, so but we do not have blasphemy law in India. So most modern world parts of the world do not have blasphemy law. Only some countries have blasphemy law today. Mostly Islamic countries. Some don't have. Even some don't have. Some Islamic countries don't have. Iran, they will kill you. No, they will not allow you to criticize God. And so many countries, Middle Eastern countries, still have blasphemy law. But again, come again. There are a few countries. What is the name of that country which is I think Turkey. I think in Turkey perhaps they don't. I'm not sure, but I think they do not have blasphemy law in Turkey. I don't know, but what about who?
What about UAE and Indonesia?
Yes, you will have in UAE as well, because look, they are giving you freedom to live the way you want, but they are not giving you the freedom of speech. Freedom of speech means you can say whatever you want. Freedom of speech. You can criticize God, you can abuse God. Nobody will come and file a case against you. You have freedom of speech, absolute freedom of speech in many countries. They don't care what you say. Other people will not listen to you. Suppose I am someone who says bad things about God and you don't like it, don't listen to me. But I have my right to say it. They allow that kind of freedom of speech. So food for thought, matlab beta? We discussed that in the previous unit. Something that you will think about. Something that you will think about. Food for thought. Why don't the rest of the world have blasphemy law today, while it existed 1,000 years ago? Everywhere. In India also, if people had criticized God, however, I would like to say, some people will come after me if I say it was absolute like that. In India, there was a time when we could criticize God and question, because we have a philosophy which is called Charvak philosophy. And in this philosophy, they say there is no God. Charvak philosophy says there is no God. So to say there is no God is also disrespect to God or not, according to some people. So food for thought. Food for thought means think about. I think there is a word, ruminate. बैठ के सोचते रहो, क्यों ऐसा, क्या हुआ,
2.
I was jealous because my sister got the biggest bedroom.
I was jealous because my sister got the biggest
Biggest.
bedroom.
3.
I was nervous because I hadn't sung in public before.
I was nervous because I hadn't sung in public before. It was my first time. I think Poland is one country where probably they have blasphemy law. I think Poland. You have to search.
4.
I was upset because my best friend had forgotten my birthday.
I was upset because my best friend had forgotten my birthday. When your best friend forgets your birthday, you feel really sad.
5.
I was disappointed because the restaurant wasn't very good.
I was disappointed because the restaurant wasn't very good. Yeah, you're disappointed when you expect something to be this here and you get something here not as good as your expectations. Then you feel disappointed. I was right about Poland. In Poland, they have blasphemy law. But like I said, still, if you consider all the area where people do not have blasphemy law and all the area where people have blasphemy law, you will see it is maybe more than half, more than 2/3 where they don't have blasphemy law now.
6.
I was proud because my photo won first prize.
Search Tunisia. I think in Tunisia, they don't have blasphemy law, even though it is a country where 90% people are Muslim, but it doesn't have blasphemy law. I think search Tunisia. There are some advantages to everything. When I spend so much time on the internet, talking to people, I learned these things. I have interacted with thousands of people from different countries. So I know thousands, not 1,000, 2,000, thousands. Okay, these days my life is different, but from 2007 to 2012, 5 years, I would say, first, and after that as well. But until then, 2012, 2007 to 2012, 5 years, I spent all my free time online, talking to people only, not playing games, talking to people. 2007 to 2012, 5 years, I had thousands of people on my Skype. I had Skype back then. We didn't have WhatsApp. And there were lovely sites where you could talk to people who were learning different languages. And I've met and talked to so many people from so many places. Hardly, more than 100 countries. People from more than 100 countries. And it was so good. It made me such an open-minded person. This interaction, this meeting, learning their perspectives and everything. Otherwise, I've always been a small town person, Bihar Sharif person. I've never had the opportunity to live anywhere outside Bihar Sharif. But it was a big compensation, I would say. It made up for my lack of exposure quite a bit. I wouldn't say living in other places is the same as just talking to people, but in the absence of the best thing, second best thing is this. So internet is a great leveler, it offers it. Like, why couldn't I travel?
Yeah, doesn't have that blasphemy law, but it's still in punished under other law.
Like in India. But it is a big thing that Tunisia has a majority Muslim people and it doesn't have direct blasphemy law. Just like in India. Look, I'm of the opinion, I'm of the opinion that if there are people who believe in somebody, तो काहे को उसको बेइज्जत करने वाली बातें बोलना? What's the point? It is in bad taste ना. ये तो बुरा लगता है ना कि आप किसी को बहुत रिस्पेक्ट से देखते हैं और हम उसको गाली गलौज कर रहे हैं. It is not nice. It is simply not nice. Basic. Yes. कभी कभी कहते हैं जोक मारना is also not allowed. That is when I get in disagreement. Baaki, I have never found myself very fond of publicly saying outrageous things about any god or anyone, like जिसको people respect करते हैं. Publicly, I don't like, because समझदार होने के बाद मुझे एहसास होता ना कि भाई कोई रिस्पेक्ट करता है किसी को तो उसके बारे में बुरा बोल करके आप क्या हासिल करते हो? Only you make some people upset, right? We shouldn't do it. So this is Indian ethos, and this is what Tunisian people have accepted. But in most countries, they have direct blasphemy law. इसीलिए मैंने Tunisia का नाम लिया. And there is one more country, I think. I'm forgetting the name, perhaps. And total number of countries is 198. 98. So आप बताओ the 120 countries, and the big countries that I named, countries that matter. Russia, America, England, France, Germany, Italy, India. Don't have. China don't have blasphemy. But it existed all over the world. So that's what I said. Food for thought is, why did people get rid of it? What could be the reason behind it? अभी मेरे को जवाब मत दो. Food for thought है. मैं पूछ थोड़ी रहा हूँ कि answer the question. I'm not asking. I'm saying food for thought. Think about. Do research. Why? Think about it. Food for thought.
Wasn't very good.
6.
I was proud because my photo won first prize.
My photo won first prize. Okay. Now, number 4. Match a line in A with a line in B. Sometimes I feel really homesick. Sometimes I feel really homesick. Sometimes I feel really homesick. Which one?
D. I'm sure you do.
I'm sure you do. What do you
I'm
miss the
sure
most?
you do. You miss the most. Ranveer was saying the other day, right, Ranveer, that it's not easy to live alone, right? For young boys like me. Yes, I understand. Sometimes I feel really homesick. You were feeling homesick, right? Yeah. Kittu was feeling homesick the other day. Yeah, I'm sure you do. हाँ, जरूर लगता ही होगा आपको. जरा देखा जाए. Sometimes I feel really. अगर हिंदी करोगे तो आपको बहुत फ्रीडम लेना पड़ेगा. आप इन शब्दों को ट्रांसलेट करके क्या हिंदी हासिल कर लोगे? बिकॉज दीज आर इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज सेंटेंसेस ना. ये इंग्लिश में सेंस बना रहे हैं. आप इसकी हिंदी कर दिए शब्दों की, क्या हासिल हो जाएगा? इफ यू वांट टू से इट इन हिंदी, यू नीड टू टेक अ लॉट ऑफ फ्रीडम एंड से इट द राइट वे. कभी कभी घर का बहुत याद आता है. आता ही होगा. अगला क्या बोल रहा है? बी. आता ही होगा. सबसे ज्यादा किस चीज की याद आती है? ठीक है, ये ऐसे जाएगा हिंदी में. इंग्लिश, समटाइम्स आई फील रियली होमसिक. I'm sure you do. What do you miss the most? सुकृति बेटा, इस बात पे ध्यान देना मेरे बच्चे, that many times we do not translate words literally. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Sometimes I feel really homesick. तो इसकी हिंदी ये नहीं कि मैं महसूस करता हूं, ऐसे करके नहीं करने का है. आप इंग्लिश में ये वर्ड्स यूज करेंगे और इंग्लिश के वर्ड्स को फीलिंग डेवलप करेंगे बिकॉज ऑफ living in the right atmosphere environment. लेकिन अगर हिंदी करनी है, then you have to take a lot of freedom. 2. I've got too much work to do.
You will manage.
Manage. You're just
List right now.
चलो हिंदी कर लो, अगर अपनी हिंदी कर सकते तो. Taking the freedom. अरे यार बहुत काम है यार, माथा खराब। अरे हो जाएगा, तुम खाली टेंशन ले रहा फालतू में। I've got too much work to do. You'll manage. You're just stressed right now. 3. I'm worried about my driving test.
It's normal.
I was nervous, you know.
I was nervous when I took mine. It's normal. I was nervous when I took mine. इस तरह के लोगों को ना भाषा में अप्रिशिएट नहीं करना जो ऐसे आंसर देते हैं। आपको चाहिए हाँ नहीं नहीं नर्वस मत फील करो, ऐसे बोलने वाले। Sympathize all the time. People are very soft sometimes, I feel. If you say things like that, normal है यार, हमको भी होता है। Like जैसे कि आपने उसकी परवाह नहीं की। That person might get that feeling that you did not care for them. बोले तुमको तो फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता है ना ये। 4. We are going to have a baby.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
that's fabulous.
Delighted for you both.
Delighted for you both.
Guess what? I asked my wife. So, 2. Now what? Do you want the 3rd? She says, what do you want? I said, what does that mean? I'm asking you. You are supposed to answer. Then she says, intelligent people should have a lot of babies. I said, from that point of view, you shouldn't have any children. Okay. Number 5. I get upset when people are so horrible.
Well, remember that people can be very.
Have you heard of this line, guys? Have you heard of this line that intelligent people should have a lot of children?
Yes, Lord.
Yes,
Elon Musk.
Okay, Elon Musk. How many children does he have? Yeah, okay.
I think 4 or 5. And Ronaldo also.
Okay. If I were a dictator of the world, I would put all the dumb people in the jail and keep them in separate rooms. They will not have babies. They will be given good food to eat, sleep, and everything. But no, you won't have babies. Dumb people will not have babies. Only intelligent people will have babies. And within 100, 200 years, this world will be a better place. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just trying to, make fun of that idea that intelligent people should have more children. 5. So we will wrap up here, and homework will be in the practice book. Sukriti beta, you have to message me on Telegram so that I can add you to the group, okay? And people, there will be homework in the practice book. The next page, you know what I will say, right? The next page is the homework. I will put it in the group. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Wrapping up a bit early, 8 minutes. Bye-bye. See ya.
Bye,
Bye.
sir. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.